Something has happened to Liv Morgan that's never happened before, and in this video I'm going to tell you exactly what that is and why it's so significant to Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan herself would have never seen this coming, including myself, someone who has followed her career for years, covering her and the rest of WWE for some of the biggest pro wrestling websites out there. Liv Morgan is someone that has caught fire in 2024 with the fan base, with management, and has really connected a character in which she really crafted while on the sidelines due to an injury. In 2024, she has feuded with the likes of Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley. She has been on the forefront of minds of wrestling fans as well as management. That's a great thing for Liv Morgan. Coming out of Bash in Berlin, yeah, she lost in a mixed tag team match alongside Dominic Mysterio to Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. The good news is they have come back strong, as seen on a recent episode of Monday Night Raw. And as we head towards Bad Blood on October 5th, Liv Morgan has momentum on her side. SummerSlam saw her actually retain the Women's World Championship over Rhea Ripley thanks to outside interference from Dominic. With Dominic on her side, she will continuously be one of the most hated heels in all of pro wrestling, something in which a year ago, even 6 months ago, I don't think anyone could have predicted. When I look at Liv Morgan, I look at someone who has always been underutilized, someone that WWE never saw big potential in, yet having a connection with the fan base, including myself, that is undeniable. She gets some of the best pops out of any star on the main roster right now. I would put her up against any heel in WWE going strong today, and this includes a brand that has its world champion in Gunther. What is this thing that has never happened to Liv Morgan? Well, it all starts coming out of WrestleMania. WrestleMania, she was supposed to feud with Rhea Ripley for the women's world title. Rhea Ripley gets injured. Becky Lynch decides she's not going to stick around, and WWE needs to form a new top star. They choose Liv Morgan, someone who, yes, has found past success, including SmackDown Women's title run, including Women's Tag Team titles runs. But this is something in which I never even thought could happen. What is that? Well, it is actually two parts, so you're going to get a 2-in-1 in this video. Number one, it's seeing Liv Morgan as a top star. No one could have predicted that a year ago or even 6 months ago, but WWE didn't have a choice, and they decided to go with Liv Morgan and give her an opportunity. Number two, she actually recently hit a new milestone as Women's World Champion, something in which WWE fans couldn't have predicted that she would have A, held the belt this long, and B, been put in such a position. And ironically, she's probably going to hold this title for much longer. She's going to at least hold it for another month, should WWE go with Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan on October 5th in hot Atlanta at Bad Blood. So, Liv Morgan recently hit, as of recording of this video, 102 days as Women's World Champion. That's very impressive. Why is that so impressive? Well, it is her longest reign as a champion in WWE. Let's go back. Her first championship reign. It was a SmackDown Women's title run. It lasted 98 days. It started on July 2nd, 2022. It lasted until October 8th. She cashed in Money in the Bank on Ronda Rousey, ironically losing it back. Then we had to wait several months. She had a 39-day reign as Women's Tag Team Champion with Raquel Rodriguez. It started on April 10th. It lasted until September 19th. Not bad. The next title run was just a few months later, and it did not last long whatsoever. Just shy, actually just over 2 weeks. At 16 days, she won the Women's Tag Team titles. Ironically, once again, from Ronda Rousey, when it started on July 1st, and it ended on July 17th. And of course, May 25th was when Liv Morgan defeated Becky Lynch in Saudi Arabia, stunning the world and winning the Women's World Championship. When she returned in January at the Royal Rumble, after being gone for months, no one could have predicted that they were going to do such great things with Liv Morgan. In fact, when she returned, she made it very clear that she was coming out and she was going to go on tour. And that tour was called the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour. She was going to go after Rhea Ripley, and she was going to go through anyone and everyone who stood in her way. And she's done just like that. She has backed up what she has said at every turn in regards to what she plans to do, how she's going to execute it, and then she goes out there and does it. That includes getting her revenge on Rhea Ripley. Now, ironically, Rhea Ripley is now trying to get her revenge on Liv Morgan. Liv, she was quote-unquote injured by Rhea Ripley last summer. Now, ironically, it was an injury, but it was a legit injury in which she suffered previous to the attack angled by Rhea Ripley. Fast forward, she gets into a pretty notable and fun feud with Becky Lynch that mostly plays out on Monday Night Raw, while Rhea Ripley feuds with the likes of Nia Jax, including a Elimination Chamber PLE main event in Australia. Now, she then misses WrestleMania, okay? Grand plans, don't you think? And she was originally supposed to do a one-off with Rhea Ripley coming out of Mania, WrestleMania 40, in which Rhea Ripley retained the championship over Becky Lynch. A shocking move in that. I always predicted that Becky was going to win the championship there, right? She was in contract talks with the company at the time. They want to sweeten the pot. They want to give her a little bit more money, secure her a little bit more. Oh, here, by the way, here's a championship. And we move on. But that didn't happen. Rhea Ripley retained the championship, and she was going to do a one-off with Liv Morgan. She suffers an AC joint sprain in a backstage segment, which was just absolutely crushing. Yet, they had to go with a new star. They went with Liv Morgan, and they have positioned her as a top star, and she has utilized this momentum and this opportunity as a top star and as a women's world champion in a beautiful way, in a very, very productive way. She has then went on to have one of the top programs in all of the company. I would argue that Bloodline, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, and Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Dominant Mysterio, the implosion, and reforming the Judgment Day has been the top three storylines in WWE since WrestleMania. Those three feuds have lasted that long. Now, obviously, the Bloodline has lasted a lot longer than that. We're going on 4 years, y'all. But Liv Morgan, she shows what she can do, and WWE recognizes that, and you have to love that, and you have to appreciate that. And I look forward to seeing what else they can do with Liv Morgan going forward, especially with this Rhea Ripley feud, her alliance with Dominant Mysterio, her now being part of Judgment Day, everything like that. But yeah, 102 days as Women's World Champion. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Hey, y'all, do me a favor. Hit that notification bell so you are notified every single time we upload new wrestling content here to the channel. Hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about Liv Morgan's championship reign? And I will see each and every one of you in the next video.